Good morning. We'll just give a moment for folks to clear the waiting room and connect to audio. As a reminder, when you are entering from the waiting room, please do remain on mute unless or until you are appearing or speaking before the board. Just one more moment to clear the waiting room. Good morning. This is a hearing before the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Wednesday, November 16th, 2022. Today's hearing is being held pursuant to temporary amendments to the open meeting law. That is what allows us to meet virtually. Today's hearing will be recorded and posted to the city of Boston's website. And just one piece of housekeeping, tomorrow morning's voting hearing for the board, due to a scheduling conflict, will be held at 9:30 a.m. instead of the usual 10 a.m. time. Notice has been posted to the city of Boston's website. Before I review procedural matters, I will introduce Chairwoman Kathleen Joyce.
Thank you, Danny. My name is Kathleen Joyce, and Chair of the Boston Licensing Board, and today I am joined by Commissioner Kiana Saxon and Commissioner Liam Curran.
Thank you. As a reminder, please mute yourself unless you are appearing or testifying before the board. Please ensure that your audio and visuals are working properly. I will call each item in the order that it appears on this morning's agenda. I will then ask who is present on behalf of the applicant. You'll make a brief presentation regarding your proposal, followed by questions by the chair and commissioners. Following questions, there will be testimony, beginning with elected officials or their representatives. Please limit your testimony to 2 minutes, and please state your name, address, and affiliation, if any. Begin with the first item on this morning's agenda, calling Fenway Community Development Corporation, doing business as Fenway Lodging House, located at 57 Hemingway Street. Applicant has applied for a lodging house license to be exercised on the above. Fenway Lodging House is a mixed-use rooming house that provides affordable supported housing services. The house features 13 units of single-room occupancy housing, plus 1 used for management office space. 12 units are affordable, 9 of which are set aside for people with mental illness, and 3 are set aside for people with HIV/AIDS. All 13 units are homeless set-asides. There is a shared kitchen, common room staff office, laundry facilities, and 1 bathroom per floor. Manager David Lennar, who is present on behalf of the applicant.
Hi, I'm David Lennar, present, and Sunil.
Myself, Sunil John, Deputy Director at Fenway CDC, the owner.
Also, Rich Giordano from Fenway CDC.
Great, thank you all for joining us this morning. If you would please briefly present your proposal to the board.
Right, if I may speak, respected commissioners to the board, my name is Sunil John, Deputy Director and Head of Real Estate at Fenway CDC. So Fenway Lodging House, which is 57 Hemingway Street, has 13 SRO units. We have the CDC have owned and operated it as a lodging house since 1992. And as explained before, it is a 13 set-asides for the formerly homeless. And we have 1 market rate unit and an office in the building. What happened was we had a transition in property management, and we were sweeping through making sure that all our properties are in compliance. And we found that this property has never had a lodging house license. So this is an attempt to make that part of it into compliance. This property does get inspected by the Department of Mental Health, who actually refers 8 of the units. Metro Housing Boston, who also provides vouchers, they also inspects the property, and DHCD inspects the property. So from a zoning and ISD point of view, this property is in compliance or gets compliance and inspected every year. But what we never had was an actual lodging house license from the Boston's licensing bureau. Hence the reason we are in front of you today.
Great, thank you very much. We'll turn it over to the board for any questions. Chairwoman Joyce, do you have any questions for the applicant?
Thank you, and thank you for the work you do there. I just have a question. Mr. Lennar, you'll be the manager. How many hours a week will you be on site?
So I work, usually 40, our office is 40 hours per week. Our office is located at 66 Westland Ave, which is right down the street. So, I'm there often.
Okay, so just so I can get a clearer picture, there's no one on site 24 hours. They would be getting in touch with you if there are any issues or your.
Well, yeah. So we have an on 24/7 on-call service. So if there are emergencies in terms of like no heat or a fire alarm goes off or something, we have maintenance staff that's always available to respond.
All right.
If
Thank
I
you.
may,
Sure.
add to that, Commissioner, we do
Yeah.
have an office which is used by one of the supportive services organization, Bay Cove. They have an office there where they meet with the clients. So, and they
Okay.
have folks at 16 hours a day there who come in. So if they can come into the office, they have other, but that is from a supportive housing perspective. From a building perspective, they know who to call and we are there 24 hours. And this building is steps away from our offices, Fenway CDC's offices, and where David sits too.
Okay, that's helpful. Thank you. I don't have any other questions. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran, do you?
No questions for me. Thank you.
None for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, Connor Newman with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. At this time, the Mayor's Office would like to defer to the judgment of the board. This applicant worked closely with a number of facets of the community, such as the Fenway Civic Association, as well as the District Councilor's Office for that area. At this time, the Mayor's Office is unaware of any concerns. With that, we defer to the board. Thank you.
Thank you. I see a hand raised from Kennedy Avery from Councilor Box Office. If you could please unmute yourself and provide testimony.
Good morning. Thank you. Kennedy Avery from Councilor Kenzie Box Office. Councilor Bach would like to go on record in support for the continued existence of this use at this property. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter?
Go ahead. Well,
Seeing none, the board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you. Calling item number 2, Shake Shack, Massachusetts LLC, doing business as Shake Shack number 1431, located at 800 Boylston Street, has applied for a common victular license to be exercised on the above, a fast casual restaurant on a corner space within the Prudential Center, kitchen located within space. Manager Karina Gooding, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Attorney Joseph Devlin. Attorney Devlin.
Good morning. My name is Tyler Hensler. I'm an associate at Upton, Connell and Devlin.
Thank you.
112 Water Street in Boston. I am here representing Shake Shack, Massachusetts LLC this morning. And we are here for approval of a common victualer's license to be exercised at the Prudential, 800 Boylston Street, space 13, a space which is completely within the Prudential space with no exterior access. With me, I think I saw her in here, Karina Gooding, who will be the GM for this location. She has been with Shake Shack since 2015 as a manager. There are already 3 Shake Shacks within Boston, in Downtown Crossing, Newbury Street, and the Seaport. So the board is familiar with their operations. They are a gourmet, fast casual burger restaurant. The other locations in Boston have alcohol. The plan right now is that this one will not, at least for now. We've spoken to the Neighborhood Association of Back Bay, the NABB, and let them know of this application, and they have confirmed that they take no opinion on spaces wholly within the Prudential. Shake Shack hopes to open this location by November 28th, if inspections this week go well. So thank you, and we're here to answer any questions the board may have at this time.
Thank you, Chairman Joyce. Any questions?
Thank you, Danny, and thank you, Tyler, for explaining that. Thank you for joining us. Karina, just one question. Is it 7 days a week you want to be open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.?
Yes, 7 days a week.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't have any questions. Commissioner Saxon, Commissioner Curran, do you?
Nothing for me. Thank you.
Yeah, nothing for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Good morning, Madam of the Chair, members of the board. Ana Calderon from Council President Flynn's office. The councilor would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? I see a hand raised from Jacob Wessel. You may go ahead.
Hi there, Jacob Wessel with the Boston Transportation Department. We just had a question about whether this location intends to have make itself available on third-party delivery apps for delivery via vehicle pickup.
Karina, I think you have more information.
So no, not at this location. We are not going to have delivery.
Great.
And just
Thank you.
to chime in, that it will be 10 p.m. instead of 11. Sorry about that.
Well, I'm sorry, was that a closing hour is 10 p.m.? Is that what you just said?
Yes, 10 p.m. instead of 11.
7 days a week?
Yes.
Thank you for that. We'll just make sure that the application reflects that. Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? I see a hand raised from a Corey Harderson.
My name is Corey. I'm the area director for Shake Shack, and I just wanted to offer some clarity. We will be available on third-party apps for pickup only. We will not be available for delivery or any of our platforms for delivery.
Thank you very much for that clarification. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter?
Jacob, you can have that conversation with the licensee afterwards. We're going to continue with our hearing this morning.
Great, thank you.
With no further testimony, the board will take this matter under advisement as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item number 3, In Out Mama's Kitchen, Inc., doing business as In Out Mama's Kitchen, located at 1403 Dorchester Ave in Dorchester, has applied for a common victualer's license to be exercised on the above: 1 room on the 1st floor and basement, 20 seats. Manager Kami Huang, manager's hours of operation 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Who is present on behalf of the applicant? Oh, I see you speaking, Kami. You're on mute right now. I've asked you to unmute. There we go.
Hi. Okay, I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Cami. I'm represent for the Mama Kitchen, and I'm here to ask the board to get the license for the Mama Kitchen.
Great. Thank you very much. Chairman Joyce, do you have any questions, or would you like the applicant to explain the concept a little more?
Thank you. Cami, yes, could you tell us a little bit more about what you plan on offering, and the hours, say 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Is that when it's open to the public, or is that, can you tell me a little bit more about how you will be operating?
Yes, so the hours will be 6 to 8, open to public, and we're serving fried chicken and Vietnamese sub, and some bubble tea.
So fried chicken and Vietnamese, is it, so are there breakfast things
Breakfast and
on the
lunch.
menu at 6 a.m.? Breakfast and
6
lunch,
to 8,
okay.
yes.
And there'll be seating for 20 people?
Around 20 people seating place. Yep.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you. Commissioner Saxon, Commissioner Kern, do you have any questions?
None from me. Thank you.
I do not. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. Kevin Tran here from the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. We held an abutters meeting on August 22nd, 2022. We received no concerns from the abutters, and the applicant also met with Fields Corner Civic Association. They would like to support this project. At this point, our office would like to defer judgment to the board. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you. Calling item number 4, Del Frisco's of Boston LLC, doing business as Del Frisco's Double Eagle Steakhouse, located at 888 Boylston Street. Holder of a common victualler 7-day all alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Kathleen Porowski to Christopher M. Bratcher, who is present on behalf of the applicant.
Christopher Ratcher's here.
Great, thank you very much. If you could just briefly describe what you're proposing to the board.
Well, basically, we're just moving the liquor license into my name. I'm the area director here. I'm over both the store and the one in Seaport. I do have a GM that's in place in Seaport, so I'm actually the acting GM right now in Back Bay, just to move the liquor license to my name.
Thank you, Mr. Bratcher. Have you already been approved by this board for the other liquor license?
I believe so. I know he was just with you guys the other day. I'm not sure if it's completely been approved yet or not.
Okay, so I'm going to run through the questions just to cover us. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, I am.
Are you a resident of the Commonwealth?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have experience in the food and beverage industry?
About 33 years. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. I have no questions. Commissioner Saxon, Commissioner Curran, do you?
I do not, thanks.
I do not either. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Thank you. The board will take this under advisement.
Thank you.
Thank you. Calling item number 5, Bayside Club Hotel LLC, doing business as Club Hotel by Doubletree, located at 240 Mount Vernon Street in Dorchester. Holder of an in-holder all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Conrad McKay to Rebecca Kirisitz. Who is present on behalf of the applicant?
Rebecca Kirisitz, present.
And Tyler Hensler from Upton, Connell and Devlin, again, 112 Water Street in Boston. I'm here representing the Bayside Club Hotel LLC, located at 240 Mount Vernon in Dorchester. With me here is Rebecca Kirisitz. Rebecca is a U.S. citizen. She is a resident of Massachusetts. She is familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the state of Massachusetts pertaining to the service of alcohol. She has a master's in hospitality studies from NYU, and she has worked in the hospitality industry for over 20 years. She has recently been promoted within the Hilton family of hotels to the manager of the Doubletree Boston Bayside in Dorchester. And they're excited to have her. So thank you for your time, and we're happy to answer any questions.
I know Rebecca's here, but can you turn your camera on?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sorry, it's giving me a privacy message. Let me go try and fix that. Hold on one second. Sorry. Hold on.
That's okay. If you're struggling with it.
I found it. Hold on. Sorry. I sound like a silly person, right? I just was looking for where to turn on my camera. Okay.
Chairman Joyce, do you want to move to questions in the meantime while Ms. Kirisitz tries to work on?
Thank you. Thanks for joining us, Rebecca, and thank you, Tyler, for explaining her qualifications to be manager of record. I don't have any questions. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran, do you?
I do not. Thank you.
I do not. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there, and I think she is joining us now. And you are on mute. Hang on one moment.
Hello.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. I don't have any questions. No problem. I don't have any questions. Neither do the commissioners. We just wanted to make sure we had the right person before us. So thank you.
Great. Thank you for being here. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you. And thank you, Ms. Kirisitz, for being with us this morning.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Calling item number 6, Alston Rock City LLC, doing business as the Glenville Stops, located at 87 Glenville Ave in Alston. Holder of a common victular 7-day wines and malt beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from James Caruso to Elizabeth Driscoll. Attorney Michael Ford. Attorney Ford.
Good morning, Michael Ford again for Alston Rock City. With me is Elizabeth Driscoll, which you should be able to see on the on the video. It's a change of manager. She has experience in the alcohol service industry, from bar management, starting as a bartender. That has all been shown starting in 2015 through 2022, and has significant experience with the ordering, training, and the like. She's a U.S. citizen, Mass resident, and familiar with this board's rules and those of the ABCC. And she is here to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you, Attorney Ford. I don't have any questions. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran, do you have any questions?
No questions for me. Thank you.
I do not. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Calling items 7, 8, and 9, Air Ventures LLC, doing business as Not Your Average Joe's, located at Logan Airport Terminal B in East Boston. Vineyard Grill, located at Logan Airport Terminal E in East Boston, and Luca, located at Logan Airport Terminal B in East Boston, holder of 3 airport common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages licenses, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Charles Garabedian to David Goward. Attorney Andrew Upton. Attorney Upton.
Good morning, everyone. Andrew Upton, Connell, and Devlin for the licensee. With me is David Doward, the proposed manager of record. David is a U.S. citizen, a Mass resident. He's been involved in the industry for over 10 years, and he is familiar with the rules and regulations of this board and the Commonwealth. There will be no other operational changes to the venues, and we're here to answer any questions.
Thank you, Attorney Upton. And thank you for joining us today, Mr. Doward. I don't have any additional questions. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran, do you?
None for me. Thank you.
I do not. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on these 3 matters, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on items 7, 8, and 9? Okay, seeing none, the board will take these under advisement as well. Thank you. Calling item number 10, Massachusetts Package Store LLC, doing business as The Wine Cave, located at 71 to 75 Canal Street. Holder of a retail package store all alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned to change the DBA of the licensed business from The Wine Cave to Coasters. Attorney Upton once again.
Good morning again, everyone. Andrew Upton, Connell, and Devlin for the applicant. This is just a change of the name from the old-fashioned liquor store type name of Wine Cave to the sleek, modern, and exciting name of Coasters. Other than that, there are no changes whatsoever to any aspect of the operation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Upton. I don't have any questions. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran, do you?
None for me. Thank you.
No questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Item number 11 has already been approved by this board. It is on the agenda today only to correct an issue with the legal abutter notifications. But otherwise, no action needs to be taken today. Calling item number 12, Thailand International Corporation, doing business as House of Siam, located at 542 Columbus Ave in Roxbury. Holder of a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC managers. And secondly, has petitioned for a change of stock interest. And lastly, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Pachara Srisuk to Kwanchat Wangjantip. Attorney Kwang Win. Attorney Win?
Yes, good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, members of the board. I'm here with Kwanchat Wangjantip. So last year, we had petitioned to change a manager where he was going to sell half of the business to Pachara Srisuk. However, due to some changes in the business, that transaction is no longer going through. So we're changing the stock interest back 100% to Kwanchat, and then we're seeking to have him appointed as the manager as well. He is a U.S. citizen.
I'm resident here.
Yes,
and I do this business with my spouse this year, 15 years already. but my spouse, he passed away.
So, yes, so he is a resident of Massachusetts, is familiar with the rules and regulations of the board, and is also familiar with the, food and beverage industry. If you have any other questions, we'd be happy to answer them.
Thank you very much. Chairwoman Joyce, do you have any questions for the applicant?
I don't have any questions. Thank you for joining us today. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran, do you have any questions?
No questions from me. Thank you.
I do not. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter?
Danny, I just want to confirm, are there any operational changes at all?
No.
Okay,
Yeah. No
thank you
changes.
very much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. If there are no individuals wishing to testify, the board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Calling item 13, 88 Beach LLC, doing business as Hala Moon, located at 88 Beach Street. Holder of a common victular 7-day wines and malt beverages license, has petitioned for a change of officer, director, LLC manager. Secondly, has petitioned for a change in ownership interest. And lastly, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Zhiheng Mu to Albert Leung. Attorney Kai-Young Wong. Attorney Wong.
Hi, good morning, Madam Chair, the member of the board. Thank you for having us. This is Kai-Young Wong. I'm the attorney from Southern Simrod Law LLC, representing the applicant. I believe Albert is also here. I know he's in Canada, but he should be joining us also. But he's the proposed manager. We see Albert. Okay. Hi, Albert. Okay. Basically, this is we filed basically to change the errors in the file. Right now, Laura Chin, according to the file, has 100% of ownership, and actually, Laura, she had only 25%. For some reason, there was 100% on the record, and Albert owns 75%, and Laura transferred her 25% back to Albert back in 2009 when they got divorced. That was part of the divorce settlement. So I also have a affidavit signed by Laura Chin, notarized. I filed with the licensing office, and stating the same thing, that she only had 25%. It was a mistake, and then she transferred everything back to Albert back in 2009. So in reality, Albert has been owning 100% of 88 Beach LLC since 2009. And so we filed these applications just to correct the error, and also change the license manager back to Albert. And in fact, I believe the office knows that Hala Moon has been closed. It's closed, and we already filed an application with your office to transfer the liquor license from 88 Beach LLC to Food Opera LLC, Albert's other establishment on Essex Street. And I was told that I have to file this and take care of this, get this approved before the other application will be educated. So that's what we are doing. Albert is a US citizen. He has been owning, operating restaurant business for like, I think 20-25 years in Chinatown. He's a resident of Massachusetts. He's familiar with the rules and regulations of the City of Boston Licensing Board and the ABCC. Yeah, and again, he has many years experience in the food beverage industry here. So yeah, basically that's the reason for the application.
Thank you for that explanation. We'll look for that other application to come before us. I don't have any questions at this time. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran?
None from me. Thank you.
No questions from me. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Calling item number 14, Etnia's Restaurant Inc., doing business as Etnia's Restaurant, located at 145 Meridian Street in East Boston. Holder of a common victular 7-day wines and malt beverages license, has petitioned to change the classification of its license to a wines, malt beverages, and liqueurs license pursuant to the authority contained in Chapter 481 of the Acts of 1994. Secondly, the applicant has petitioned to amend the closing hour of their licensed business from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Attorney Francisco Gonzalez. Attorney Gonzalez?
Yes, good morning to all. Francisco Gonzalez on behalf of Etnias. I'm here with the owners, Ms. Luz Arango, the manager of the current liquor license. As stated, they're interested in having the cordials liquors allowed to serve to their customers in their establishment. This is a renovated space. They have been licensed since April of this year. Ms. Arango has extensive experience in running restaurants of this type, a family environment in the community. She has ample knowledge of the regulations and required by the board, and she has a very good track record in the business. So we look forward to the board asking any questions.
So what kind of food do you offer to your customers?
We have international food. As the name is Etnias. There's many countries in my menu. We have Spain, Colombia, Peru, Mexican food. So in American, we have the American breakfast, crepes and waffles. We have mixed seafood, and we have seafood too.
Okay. And so what kind of drinks will you be offering with this menu? With the liqueurs, what kind of liqueurs would you be serving?
If you approve, I make margaritas and piña colada and mojitos.
Mixed cocktails.
Mixed cocktails. That's it.
Okay. We just want to make sure you educate yourself about what is allowed under the liqueurs license. It's not all alcohol. You'll have to.
We have, and in the past, like 5 years ago, I still have the restaurant Tertulias, and I make drinks. Like I know it's like the regulation is like 33% liquor. It's no more than 33.
Okay. Yes, I just wanted to make sure
Yes.
you were aware of the limitations with the liqueurs license. It's not an all alcohol license. Okay, thank you. Do you have any questions, Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran?
I do not, thank you.
Not at this time, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, Connor Newman with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. At this time, the Mayor's Office would like to defer to the judgment of the board. Some background information on the community process. Our office held an abutters meeting for the 3 proposed changes. Only one abutter was in attendance and voiced opposition to the 3 requests. The abutters stated that there are already too many bars in this area. The applicant also went on to meet with the Maverick Central Neighborhood Association on November 15th. The association voted to support the proposed changes to the liquor license and the entertainment license, but voted to oppose the hours, in the extended hours. With that information, we defer back to the board. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item 15, Anthony Perkins, doing business as the corner store of BHA, located at 869 Blue Hill Avenue in Dorchester. Holder of a retail package store wines and malt beverages license, has petitioned to change the category of the licensed business from a retail package store wines and malt beverages license to a retail package store all alcoholic beverages license. Attorney John Aida. Attorney Aida.
Thank you, Attorney Green. Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board, John Aida, McDermott, Quilty and Miller, located at 28 State Street in Boston. Joining me is Anthony Perkins. Anthony is the sole proprietor. He's been the owner operator of the corner store since 2007, so over 15 years now, in which he's held the wine and malt license. He has a excellent track record, no history of violations. And just briefly by way of background, Mr. Perkins sought this change of license category in 2019 originally. He met with the abutters, had an abutters meeting at that time received community support letters, as well as signed petitions with over 125 signatures. Received a letter of support from the Talbot Harvard Triangle Community Group, support from then City Council President and now Attorney General-elect Andrea Campbell, as well as support from the Office of Neighborhood Services. However, times passed, he was able to endure through the pandemic with no issues, no concerns, and we are here again seeking that same upgrade and change of license category. Again, he's trying to meet the demands of the customers. It was there in 2019. It's there today. Anthony will tell you that his customers continue to ask for the additional product of liquor in the store. Some of the issues that were raised at the abutters meeting have been addressed since then. Namely, he's installed fencing along the backside to help with keeping the flow of customers from hanging around the back of the store. It is a busy street, as well as installed flood lighting, which helps with that security. So he's committed and he wants to put more resources into the store. He realizes to do so, he'd like to use the additional revenue he would anticipate from the sale of all alcohol beverages to do so. So he is here this morning, excuse me, if you have any questions, and certainly answer anything that may come up.
Thank you, Chairman. Any questions?
Thank you, Attorney Aida, and thank you, Mr. Perkins, for joining us. At this time, I have no questions. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran, do you?
I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Not at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. Eric James of the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. The applicant for 869 Blue Hill Ave conducted their community process initially in 2019. That was with an abutters meeting that was hosted by the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services and attended by the Talbot Norfolk Triangle, Neighbors United. The neighborhood association did meet with the applicant in 2019, but they have not hosted a meeting since. Initially, they did support the project in 2019, and we do have the support letter on file, but now they are aiming to oppose the project as they feel the applicant has not successfully completed the community process for the new application. They would like the applicant to meet with the abutters and their neighborhood association again, as the last meeting did take place in 2019. The applicant has stated that they are willing to meet with the abutters and the neighborhood association again. They are asking for a final judgment to be deferred until that happens. TNT has expressed that they have no faith in this applicant to complete these agreements. They have also requested the applicant not sell NIPS as one of the provisions of the agreement. The applicant has agreed not to sell NIPS as one of those provisions. The TNT has also requested that TNT was also concerned about the foot traffic in the area and the ability for the business to manage the increased foot traffic, as well as the customers who will be hanging around the outside of the business. The applicant has agreed to hire more employees to keep up with this foot traffic, and they have installed a fence in the area that will keep the customers from hanging around outside. And TNT also aims to oppose this due to the amount of liquor stores in the vicinity. Currently, there are 3 to 4 liquor license companies within the 3-block radius, and new restaurants are requesting liquor licenses in this area. So as of now, we are aiming to defer our judgment to the board. Thank you.
Eric, do they have a meeting set up? It sounds like Mr. Perkins has agreed to meet with the abutters and the neighborhood association. Are they meeting? When's their next meeting that he'd be able to join them at?
Currently, there is no meeting set for this. They came to this agreement this morning. I believe they're going to continue to see when they can set up a meeting. I know that Mr. Perkins said that he would like the meeting to be by December 10th. And so we are seeing whether or not TNT can work to accommodate that.
Okay, it sounds like Mr. Perkins has agreed to work with the community and the abutters. He's agreed to put the condition of no NIPS. He's agreed to add additional staff, and now we need TNT to agree to meet with him to flesh out additional concerns of the neighborhood. Is that? Yep. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
And they're gonna try to schedule something by December 10th.
Correct.
Okay. I don't have any other questions at this time. I'll go back to the commissioners. Do you? Okay.
If I could, Madam Chair, yeah, unfortunately, we've been trying for close to, I think, over a month to try to connect, and I just got a call this morning from Mr. James, just saying he did reach out to the community group. Obviously, we wish we could have contacted them and been in touch with them directly to try to get a hearing, and I think that was some of the issues back in 2019. At that time, they didn't ask or seek a community meeting with them. The abutters meeting, had sufficed. So we certainly would be interested in speaking with them and addressing any concerns they might have. We're just concerned with the timing of things just dragging out, but we certainly see if we can get this thing resolved.
Thank you. And it sounds like your clients put forth a good faith effort to meet with them. And I don't have any other issues at this time.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Great. The board will take this matter under advisement as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item 16, HST Lessee Boston LLC, doing business as Sheridan Boston Hotel located at 39 Dalton Street. Holder of an in-holder all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to 39 Dalton License LLC, doing business as Sheridan at the same location. David Salkspass, manager, and lastly has petitioned for an approval of a management agreement between 39 Dalton License LLC and Sheridan License Operating Company LLC as assigned to 39 Dalton License LLC. Who is present on behalf of the applicant?
Thank you, Secretary Green. Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. Attorney Ryan Gosda on behalf of the licensee. With me this morning is David Salkfis, who is the proposed manager of record. This is an application seeking to transfer the existing liquor license for the Sheridan Hotel on Dalton Street, in addition for approval of a management agreement. The property itself was recently acquired by a new company within the last year, and as part of that transaction, the liquor license was also transferred to a new holding company. And part of that transfer, there's been a management agreement with Sheridan License Operating Company that's been in place since about 2006. That company is ultimately held by Marriott International, and they've been managing the property ever since that time. So as part of this transaction, where it's essentially assigning that agreement to the new licensee entity that will be holding the liquor license. Other than that, there are no operational changes proposed, and David will be the manager of record. He is a U.S. citizen, a Massachusetts resident, familiar with the rules and regulations regarding the sale and service of alcohol, and he does have extensive experience in the industry. He's been a GM with Marriott for, I believe, over 30 years, so he's well versed. But we're happy to answer any questions you might have, and he is also on the call with us as well.
Thank you, Attorney Gosda. I have no questions at this time. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran?
None for me, thank you.
Oh, sorry, Commissioner Curran, you were on mute.
No questions. Yeah.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
And calling item number 17, Boston Restaurant Bar and Grills LLC, located at 1263 River Street in Hyde Park, has applied for a common victual or 7-day all alcoholic beverages license to be exercised on the above. Premises located at 1263 to 1269 River Street in Hyde Park consist of 2,805 total square feet, one large room on ground floor of a commercial building with main entrance exit into the dining and cafe area, with seating for 40, bar with seating for 8, kitchen in rear, emergency exit in rear of building, 2 restrooms, storage and office space in the basement, hours of operation, Monday through Saturday from 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. and Sunday from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. That may mean 5 a.m. We'll ask the applicant to clarify. Manager Abner Joseph, and closing time 12 a.m. Who is present on behalf of the applicant? I see Abner. There we go. Mr. Joseph, are you with us? You're having a hard, we cannot hear you or see you, though I see you have unmuted yourself. Give another moment to see if Mr. Joseph is able to to speak with us. Otherwise, we may have to reschedule this hearing. Try again. I just tried to ask you to unmute again, Mr. Joseph. Are you with us? Okay, this
Is he chatting you or anything?
no, we're not getting any response, unfortunately.
Maria, do you have his phone number?
Yes, I'll give him a call right now.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Can you hear him? Hold on a second, sir. Can you hear him on my speaker?
Yes.
Okay, he said he can't hear us either.
Oh,
I can hear you now.
Can you hear us now, Mr. Abner?
Yes, I can.
Okay, would you like to present your,
yes. Let's see if we can do
can you
this.
present your proposal?
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Abner Joseph. I've been in the business for over 23 years, and I do have multiple businesses in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I'm applying for the license. There's a feedback. I should be sorry. Yeah, I'm applying for this license actually because I'm trying to open a restaurant at 1263 to 1269 at River Street and High Park. And then I am a US citizen. I'm a resident of Massachusetts. I'm familiar with the rules and regulations of the city of Boston and CDC.
I'm sorry.
Also,
Is there any way you could call in on a regular telephone, Maria? There's a little interference in the background. I can hear like every other word.
Yeah, we're having a very hard time hearing you.
Sir, is there a way for you to call in to us instead if I give you the phone number?
yes, please.
All right, Commissioner, would you like to do this? Chairperson?
Sure, I don't know the number. Danny, do you have it?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. How would you guys like me to handle this?
I mean, either we can have the applicant call into the Zoom line. There is a phone number attached with the meeting invite, or otherwise we would have to defer this. Our next transactional hearing is in mid-December.
All right, let me have him try to call right now.
Yes, I can call now.
Danny, just wondering if he is having technology issues for the next hearing, we could always invite him to join us in the office and log on from the office, correct?
Absolutely. Yep. We can put him in on the computer in one of the offices here. And if need be, we can continue this matter to the December 14th transactional hearing. See in the chat that he is trying to call now, so we'll give another moment. Thank you for your patience, commissioners. Okay, I believe we have Mr. Joseph with us. I'm going to ask you to unmute.
Hello.
There we go, Mr. Joseph. Thank you for rejoining us.
Yeah, thank you guys. Sorry about that. Actually, let me unmute my computer. Actually, now, yeah. My name is Abner Joseph, and I'm applying for vascular 7 days all alcohol beverage, and in Massachusetts, the location is gonna be 1263, 1269 River Street in High Park, Massachusetts. I am a U.S. citizen and I'm a resident of Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I am familiar with the rules and regulation of the city of Boston and CBC, and also actually I have experience with food and beverage. I've been in the business. I've been in the business for over 20, 25 years, and then I have multiple other businesses that I'm running in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and then I'm open for any question.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph, and thanks for your patience as we got you connected. So this is going to be a new restaurant in High Park on River Street?
Yes, it's going to be a new restaurant and servings. I mean, we're going to open from 7 days, from Monday to Sunday. The hour of operation is going to be 5 in the morning to 12 a.m. and Sunday from 5 to 10 p.m.
Okay, and can you tell us a little bit about your concept? What kind of food will you be offering? Will you be seeking entertainment later on? Is this a restaurant for the community?
Yeah, I mean, the food that we're gonna use actually is gonna be 85 to 90% American cuisine, and we're going to serve breakfast and lunch and dinner.
Okay. And what is your experience in the food and beverage industry?
Yes, actually, I do have experience in food and beverage industry. Actually, we've been having a restaurant before, and we just sold it. And then actually,
what was that restaurant? What was that restaurant?
It's Edwin's restaurant. Now it become 212 now.
Okay, where was that?
It's 12. I think it's 643 River Street.
Okay, so in the neighborhood, in the same neighborhood.
Yes, in the neighborhood. And
okay,
I've been in business. I've been in business for 21 or 25 years actually.
Okay.
Other businesses. I have other businesses.
Okay, so this was a restaurant previously, is that correct?
Yes, it
okay.
was previously a restaurant.
Okay. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran, do you have any questions?
None for me, thank you.
Not at this time, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Good morning, Chairperson, members of the board. This is Danielle Fonseca with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. I hosted a butters meeting for this address on October 19th. Present at the meeting was also Hyde Park Main Streets, who they've connected with. They also had an opportunity to meet with the Hyde Park Neighborhood Association at their November 3rd meeting. We've heard no concerns regarding this proposal. And at this time, we'd wish to defer to the board for judgment. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you, and thank you, Mr. Joseph, for connecting with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Those are all the items before the board this morning. That will adjourn this morning's hearing. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.